Hello, test 1 2, test 1 2, 1 2 3, 3 2 1. Owasso Stadium on the campus of Owasso High School. Grant Merrill, Steve Mowry, Kelly Ward, Rob Williams along with you tonight. Ethan Van Meter running the video stream this evening and making sure we look good on TV. Aaron Garner and Michaela Washington helping us out in the booth tonight. Brock Crawford, Brandon Brewer. We've got the whole crew here this evening ready to bring you Class 6A Round 2 playoff action between your Owasso Rams and the Mustang Broncos. The second time these two teams have faced each other. Steve, beautiful night for football. Couldn't ask for better weather, and, of course, it's our last time to play on the field here at Owasso Stadium.
Yeah, and a fantastic opportunity here for the Owasso Rams here tonight. They were victorious over the Mustang Broncos back earlier in the season, so not unfamiliar territory for both these ball clubs. Should be a great ball game here tonight. A gorgeous night, a little bit of a breeze out from the southwest, but other than that, the temperature is great. Fans pouring into the stands here this evening. Should be a lot of fun, Grant.
We're going to be keeping an eye on all kinds of action across Class 6A tonight. Of course, on our side of the bracket, the winner of this game going on to face either Norman North or Jinx, that one being played tonight. And on the other side of the bracket, the game everybody's watching, Broken Arrow and Union tonight. That's going to be a good one as well.
Well, and Union is very much improved on the season. They figured some things out after going 0-4 to start the season. They have gotten their quarterback set in place. They've got their running back set in place. And Broken Arrow on the other side, Coach Alexander has his ball club playing very well at this point in time of the season. That'll be a great game here this season. That's going to knock one of the big four out of the big picture as the Rams proceed on this side of the bracket. If they win here tonight, probably facing Jinx. But on the other side, Union or Broken Arrow is going to finish their season here tonight.
And one of them will face off with either Edmond Santa Fe or Westmore. Can't forget that game. Edmond Santa Fe, not the same team that we saw in our season opener.
No, they're a much improved ball club, and as the progression of the season has gone along, they have gotten better as well. That's going to be a very interesting matchup tonight over on the other side of the state, other side of the county. But boy, the Rams have a great bracket. They have a great opportunity to get back into the state finals here this year and defend their state championship.
Well, of course, the big difference this year being that we are playing on Thanksgiving week. If we do win tonight, we can't go out of town, can't spend time with the family. The CDC discouraging that anyway. But,
right.
You are seeing a time where we will see the winner of this ball game practicing on Thanksgiving and playing either Friday or Saturday next week. We don't know which it's going to be just yet. Most likely at Broken Arrow. We would think that that would probably be the place that they played unless TU becomes available. Union Tuttle Stadium under construction still, and if we were to play Jinx, can't play at Allen Trimble Stadium as that wouldn't be a neutral site. So we'll have all those details on InsideOwasso.com throughout the week, and you can follow us for details on tonight's game as well, as Rick Keaton's here taking pictures, and he'll have the story coming up. Now, we talked about how much the other members of the Big Four have changed since the beginning of the season. How much has Mustang changed since the last time we saw them? They had 2 losses in a row, and then really they came back and put a whipping on UConn last week.
Yeah, they really did, Grant, and that was a little bit of a surprise to me because I thought UConn was turning into the darling of the west side, but Mustang went in and took care of business. But you remember we were back in Mustang in about week 7, I believe it was.
October 23rd.
And that was a drizzly, gloomy night that the Rams were able to come out victorious, 43-13 in that ball game. So, again, we've said this over and over again. If the Rams take care of business and they do what they do, they are really the only team that can beat themselves. So penalties, mistakes, ball security is going to be key in this game here tonight.
Let's take a look at our starting lineups, as of course we have plenty going on here, as the starting quarterback is going to be Austin Havens, the 6'3", 185-pound sophomore, as he will get the starting nod tonight. His running back, Derek Overstreet, backed up by Deshaun Kennard and Emery Neely. Wide receivers tonight, Cole Adams, Trey Goins, and Keelan Carney starting in those 3 spots. Jackson Woods is the tight end. Hudson Mosby starting at left tackle tonight. Logan Ledbetter at left guard. Carter Davis starting at center tonight. Right guard is Grayson Isaac. Dylan Gilbert starting at right tackle tonight. On the defensive side of the football, Dwaylon Reed and Josiah Stevens are starting defensive ends. Defensive tackles, Michael Jamerson and Tyler Rich. Brendan Dye and Ahmad Triplett in the inside linebacker positions. Jacob Clifton in the Ram spot. He's already scored a touchdown the last time we played from that Ram spot, so watch him tonight. Gage Laney, the ball hawk. Could he pull what Tulsa did last night? You never know.
Wow.
But he'll of course be starting at safety tonight, as does Cody Chase, Braxton Bickham, and Brandon Ramsey in the cornerback positions. Cole Adams is going to be returning kicks tonight. Gage Laney, our punt returner. Kickoffs handled by Jake Adams, and punting is going to be Deshaun Kennard. So that's our starting lineup, of course, for the Owasso Rams. Now for the Mustang Broncos, Tristan Russell is their quarterback. We'll talk more about their complete lineup as we go through the ball game, but the one person to watch, big number 5, Dominic Dunn. He really lit it up against UConn last week, had 4 touchdowns, 71 yards, and about 10 carries, and that was a big night for him.
Well, and he is a big threat for this Mustang Bronco offense. The Rams are able to hold him intact, if you will, primarily in that first half into the third quarter over at Mustang. But he is certainly somebody you got to shut down in this Mustang offense.
Absolutely, and we will continue to keep an eye on him this evening. Of course, some of the others, Jacoby Johnson, we called his name a lot. Dylan Boleslavicki. Okay, Bohuslavicky. Steve, you want to take a couple stabs at that one? Devin Martin also starting at receiver as well, so that'll be your starting lineup. So anyway, the Bronco offense, of course, they're potent. Lee Blankenship coaching a good team there in Mustang. He's in his second year there. First postseason installment of the Blankenship Bowl.
Yeah, these guys really know how to do things. Both of Coach Blankenship for Mustang and Bill Blankenship from Owasso started out at Spyro. That's where the roots are. That's where the family is. So a fine coaching tree for both of these coaches here tonight. But I tell you, if the Rams take care of business, they should be fine.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break here at the Billy Sims Barbecue Tailgate Show as we pause to honor our nation. We'll be back in about 4 minutes. This is Ram Football on KYFM. Owasso High School, Grant Merrill, Steve Mowry, Rob Williams along with you tonight, ready for some football here on 100.1 KYFM and also on the Owasso Sports Network. Thank you for being with us wherever you are listening or watching tonight, as of course we are ready to bring you second round playoff action between your Owasso Rams and the Mustang Broncos. And Steve, as always, you've got keys to victory. What are they tonight?
Well, I think the key tonight is to just focus on what you do, Grant. As we came out of that game earlier over at Mustang, you got to make sure you limit the penalties. Defense really set the tone for that game. Offense was a little bit slow, and you got to make sure you got ball security. Brandon Dye had a chance to score on a touchdown, fumbled into the end zone, but yet Mustang recovered just outside the goal line, and then the Rams were able to get a safety. So plays like that are going to be key tonight. As I say always, the Rams linebackers tend to set the tone for the Owasso defense and the offense.
Boy, I'm just sitting here watching this pregame show, and they don't have a better one in Oklahoma, as, of course, Zach Duffield and his crew, Brock Crawford and Brandon Brewer, do all that they can to make sure that we have the most exciting pregame show maybe in the country.
Yeah, I mean, it's fantastic. You got Toby Rowland introducing everybody from the University of Oklahoma, and to have him do that is a really nice touch to the game here tonight. And also, you got Jared Gallagher doing the on-field PA. He had a big game last night with the University of Tulsa. Everybody thought they were out of the game, and they throw a Hail Mary, and then Zane Collins returns an overtime interception for a touchdown. The University of Tulsa able to come out big in that game, but Jared Gallagher doing a fantastic job on the on-field PA for TU and tonight here for the Rams.
I would just like to note that apparently Cornerstone Ace Hardware is out of air horns based on what we're hearing out of our own stands tonight. But it's going to be a noisy place this evening. Of course, even with COVID and even with the reduced capacity, this is a crowd that can still make a lot of noise. And we are just about ready for some football here this evening, as, of course, there is no more exciting time than the playoffs. And we're just ready to see what these Owasso Rams can do. We're happy to be with plans on Thanksgiving weekend, as, of course, next week we'll see where we end up. If we are to win tonight, we would either play Jinx or Norman North, and of course we don't know where that would be just yet, but we'll have all of that information for you on InsideOwasso.com over the weekend. Anything we've missed before we kick off tonight, Steve?
Well, the main thing is I think the Rams got to pay attention here tonight. They got to jump out fast. That's something that we have said all season. On a couple of occasions, Grant, they have not jumped out fast, and they need to do that here tonight. They are going to kick off the opening kickoff. You got to get a big defensive stand and then get yourself a short field. Let the Rams offense work from there. So we'll see how it goes here tonight, but you got to set the tone early.
All right, we'll see what they can do here. Wesley Haddix is back deep to receive for the Mustang Broncos, as is Karsten Keene. They will line up at about the 9-yard line. Owasso will be kicking from right to left as they'll tee it up at the 40-yard line. Jake Adams doing those honors tonight, and what big shoes he filled when Hagan Hood went down to injury, but Jake Adams has really done a great job learning that role.
Done a fantastic job as he gets ready for the opening kickoff, and
end over end.
Looks like it's going to go out of bounds, so Mustang will have good starting field position here on their first opening series.
All right, 1st and 10, Mustang Broncos. They are moving from left to right. If you're listening on the radio, Owasso moving from right to left. And a fresh new 12 minutes put on the clock as the Mustang Broncos will have it 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. The starting quarterback, Tristan Russell, he is a 5'10", 175-pound sophomore. Both of these teams starting sophomore quarterbacks tonight. And I would assume in 2 years that this group of kids is probably going to be pretty familiar with each other. Under center, Russell takes the snap, runs left, up the left side of the middle there. He'll get to the 42-yard line before he's brought down. That is a 7-yard gain. And that'll bring up second down and about 3.
Good gain on the play there. This Ram defensive line has got to set the tone for these linebackers. Imad Triplett and Brandon Dye got to be very active here tonight.
Clock rolling. Russell shouting the orders to his team. He's got his running back behind him. He'll take the snap here. Handoff. Dominic Dunn up that left side. Hello, how do you do, says the Owasso Ram defense as they knock him back a few yards. He'll get as far as the 41 before they drag him back to the 39.
That's going to be a loss of about 2, maybe 3 on the play and bring up a 3rd and long. Well, they're actually going to move it back up where he stopped with forward momentum.
Okay.
Maybe 2 yards short, but that's exactly what we're looking at, Grant. Big 3rd down here for this Ram defense.
Christian Brothers Automotive sponsoring the loudest 3rd down in football, and this may be it right here. Russell under center, taking the snap, dropping back to throw this time, looking, running instead, rolling left, and they'll get him in the backfield. Back near the 35-yard line, that original line of scrimmage, and just like that, it's back to 4th down and 10.
Just too much coverage by the Ram secondary and trying to sit in the pocket, but not long enough as the Ram defense comes up and makes a big play. It brings up 4th down. That's a big 3 and out here to start the series for Owasso.
10:40 left to go in this first quarter. No score here as the Mustang Broncos will get ready to kick it away. Gage Laney setting up shop back at about the 26-yard line. And here comes the punt from the Mustang Broncos. It was snapped high, but they got control of it. It's going to bounce back to about the 30-yard line, and that's where the Broncos will mark it off. And that is where the Owasso Rams will have it 1st and 10, their first touch of the football tonight, Steve.
Yeah, should be a good starting opportunity for Owasso. Let's get the sophomore quarterback, Austin Havens, in a groove here early and see if the Rams can't jump out on top here in this first quarter.
10:22 left to go in this first quarter. No score for either of these ball clubs tonight. Owasso with their first touch of the football as Austin Havens, the sophomore quarterback, will bring his team out onto the field. Shotgun formation with trips out to the right. Now he's going to switch places, and they are actually going to direct snap it as Cole Adams rolls out to the left. He'll get out to the 30-yard line, out to the 35, brought out to the 39-yard line. And that is going to be at about an 8-yard gain. So Havens was lined up, ready to take the snap. They pulled the old switcheroo. In comes Cole Adams, and a nice run for him that'll bring up 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, just throwing a wrinkle here in this early play calling against Mustang, see how they respond to this.
Now Havens will get his snap, handing it off. First man through, Derek Overstreet up to the 45-yard line. That, ladies and gentlemen, a Duralast Roofing Specialist 1st down as they will move up those chains.
Great mixture here on this first series, and maybe pull up this Mustang defense and then go for something long.
Everybody close in now. Austin Havens with Overstreet to his right in the gun, taking the snap here, handing off. Overstreet again, trying to run up the middle. They'll read that play a little better as he gets down to the 49 just across midfield, and that is going to be about a 4-yard gain to bring up 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, I mean, I really like that call, as ugly as it looked. For the Rams to try to gain control in the trenches up from their big offensive line.
9:31 and the clock rolling. Handoff this time to Cole Adams. Out to the left side he goes. Give him the 1st down as he'll get down to the 38-yard line. They'll move up the chains anyway. Another Duralast Roofing Specialist 1st down.
Rams very methodically moving the ball downfield here just in the rushing game. That'll be another 1st down into Mustang territory.
Owasso sending trips out to the right, nobody to the left. Havens ready to take the snap off the left hash mark here with Overstreet next to him in the shotgun. They'll take a second look at the sideline. Now he'll switch places with Overstreet. Those same trips, sending a man in motion to the left, faking a handoff is Austin Havens. He'll give it to the 2nd man through. Overstreet down to the 33-yard line, and he is about 4 yards shy of that 1st down.
Yeah, a great run again off that right side. The offensive line taking control early here in this ball game.
Make it 2nd down and 5 with 9:04 left to go in the first quarter. Still scoreless here in Owasso tonight. We'll send twins to the right this time. Keelan Carney and Trey Goins. Now faking a handoff. Havens back to pass. He'll throw it left side. It's overthrown just a little bit as he was aiming for Derek Overstreet, who was split out to about the 14-yard line. That one falls incomplete.
Maybe an ill-advised pass that time as he threw into double coverage. It was a fake handoff up the middle, trying to open up Overstreet here on the near side, but he was in double coverage. Havens went to him anyway, so the Rams now in about a 3rd and a long 4.
8:46 left to go in the first. No score here if you're just joining us. Everybody close in this time as Havens lines up in the gun. Ronnie Thomas in motion to the right. Back to throw. He'll connect with Thomas. Down to the 30, down to the 25. Still spinning past the man at the 20, and now he'll be brought down near the 18-yard line. That is a big Duralast roofing specialist first down.
Yeah, I really like that play call as they brought Ronnie Thomas from left to right that time. He was about a yard shy of the first down when Havens got him the football, but then he made the catch and really got upfield. Again, like the mixture and the play calling right now on this first offensive drive.
I was more generous on the spot of the football. They'll put him at the 20-yard line here with twins to the left this time, and now ready to take the snap. It's going to be Trey Goins. Now he'll roll to the right. Dropping back to throw. He runs instead down to the 15, getting down to the 13-yard line.
That's what I love about Trey Goins. When you put him in the Wildcat, big physical type quarterback, if you will, in that setup. He looked downfield. It looked like it was designed to be a pass play, but he pulls it down, is able to move up 6 yards for a Rams short 2nd and 4 here on this series.
They keep switching at the last minute. I'm like, we don't have an 11 as a receiver.
Yeah.
But it's Austin Havens. Trips close into the right this time. Havens ready to take the snap, dropping back to throw. He'll throw right this time, connecting with Trey Goins. Nowhere to go for him.
Lot of congestion, if you will, there on the far side. Rams had 3 receivers on the right side. They threw it out to Goins, but very well defended by Mustang as they had 4 defenders in the area. This is going to be a touchy play call for Coach Blankenship. I feel like this is 4-down territory if the Rams can get 4 or 5 yards here on this play.
3rd down and 7 for the Owasso Rams. 7:07 and the clock rolling here in the first quarter. No score. Man in motion to the left. Havens off the right hash mark. Back to throw. Throws left this time. Connects. Open man down at the 10-yard line, and that's Ronnie Thomas.
Yeah, I still like that. That's what we talked about. Get about 4 yards of that down back. Let's see what Coach Blankenship decides to do here. As you mentioned in the pregame, Hagan Hood out with that broken leg injury, and the Rams very effective moving the football. And right now, Grant, looks like the Rams are going to leave their offense out on the field.
They spotted it at the 11-yard line, so it'll be 4th down.
4th and about 1.
Havens under center, dives forward. He should get it. Move up those chains. Another Duralast roofing specialist first down as his dive comes to a completion near the 9-yard line.
Well, Mustang on the far side jumping up and down, but Havens easily over the 10-yard line, which was the first down marker, almost to the 9-yard line. So 1st and goal for this Ram offense. Great series here to open the game.
Absolutely. 6:14. Clock ticking down as we have no score as of yet. Out of the shotgun, Trey Goins will take the direct snap in the wild Ram here. Keelan Carney in motion to the right as flags fly everywhere on that one. Eagle Eye, what do you have?
False start against the Rams. Let's see if they move them back 5 yards.
Looks like they're going to here. And as you can hear in the background, I wasn't kidding about the air horns. They are all over the place.
They are here tonight. Yes, you are correct.
Montanati, your cowbell for Broken Arrow, has been replaced this evening. So, all right, they knock him back to the 15-yard line. Twins out to the right, and another flag flying. Looks like a Mustang Bronco jumped off sides.
Yeah, that might get us 5 yards back, and we will move the ball to the original line of scrimmage.
As the great Maxine Nightingale once sang, we're right back where we started from.
Yes.
So, a song that you'll occasionally hear on KYFM. 5:53 left to go here. Trips out to the right, empty field to the left. Austin Havens taking the snap with Kennard taking the handoff. Out to the right he goes. He'll get to the 7-yard line.
Ran out behind the slot receiver, and I think had he cut it up earlier, he might have gotten a couple of extra yards, but Mustang again very well defended on that run.
2nd down and goal from the 7-yard line. 5:22 left to go in the first quarter. No score. Thank you for being with us tonight here on the Owasso Sports Network as it's second round playoff football, the most exciting time of the year in the great state of Oklahoma, and we're bringing it to you live. Single back set behind the quarterback. That's Overstreet. Austin Havens ready to take the snap. It does so. Handoff. Actually, Kennard up the middle as he'll get inside the 5 and down to about the 3-yard line. And that'll bring up 3rd and goal from the 3.
And, hey, I do not have any problem getting behind this big offensive line. If Austin Havens is able to read the numbers up front, that is a great matchup that favors the Rams.
4:37 left to go. First quarter action and no score. The Owasso Rams knocking on the door. Havens coming out from the sideline, ready to give his team the news of whatever they're doing next. He'll line up with Emory Neely next to him in the shotgun. Havens taking the snap. Hand off. Cole Adams out to the right. Touchdown Owasso. Into the corner of the end zone he goes. Give him 6. Owasso strikes first in this one. It's 6-0 with 4:12 left to go in the first quarter.
Just a jet sweep from left to right, and Mustang did not adjust defensively. And Cole Adams, with too much speed, gets out to that pylon at the goal line, able to score, put the Rams on first early here in this first quarter.
Jake Adams will look to try to kick the extra point here, and he'll attempt to make it a 7-0 ball game. Here comes the hold. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up on the way and good. And it is 7-0 in favor of the Owasso Rams. This Owasso touchdown brought to you by Pastor Bruce McCarty and his congregation at the Owasso First Assembly of God. They invite you to attend services this Sunday in person or online. They start at 10:30. You can go to their location on 129th Street, just south of 96th, or you could visit them online at owassofirst.com. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back right after this. This is Ram Football presented by InsideOwasso.com on 100.1 KYFM. Mustang Broncos tonight. Grant Merrill, Steve Mowry along with you on 100.1 KYFM and the Owasso Sports Network. Kelly Ward roaming the sidelines and Rob Williams crunching all the numbers. We'll have a J & Company CPA by the number scoring drive here momentarily, but the Mustang Broncos are returning a kick to the 15-yard line and brought down back near the 12 as returning that kick. It was going to be Karsten Keene, and he ran into a buzzsaw by the time he got to the 20.
Yeah, there were 4 red jerseys out there on the right side where he was trying to hook up field, and it didn't work for him. And the Broncos are going to have a long field here starting from their own 15-yard line. 4:04 to go here in this first period.
Tristan Russell, the quarterback for the Mustang Broncos, getting some instructions from Lee Blankenship as the whole team huddles on the sideline. Now they'll break up and bring it out onto the field here. Russell with one man behind him. Ready to take the snap here, 1st and 10 from the 15. He'll get it, handing it off. First man through, gets up to about the 18, not much further.
Good defensive stand there by the Rams up front.
Dominic Dunn on the carry, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 7 now for Mustang.
That scoring drive for the Rams covered 14 plays over 6 minutes and 10 seconds, 69 yards. very methodical as they finish off with a touchdown. 7-0 here to go in this first period.
By the Number Stats Update brought to you by Matt J. and his crew, J & Company CPA, proud supporters of the Owasso Rams. Russell, the quarterback, handing off again. Dominic Dunn up the left side of the field.
Nothing there.
Can't go anywhere as he gets almost to the 20. And that'll bring up third down and about 6 from the 19.
Christian Ray in on the tackle that time. Mustang trying to establish the running game, but Owasso up front very strong, and they're now going to put the Broncos in a 3rd and long situation.
2:54 and the clock rolling here in the third quarter. 7-0 our score. If you're just joining us on 100.1 KYFM, let's see what they can do right here. Twins out to the right side. Russell with Dominic Dunn behind him again. Now rolling back to pass. Russell throwing right this time. And throwing for an intended receiver, Dylan Dylan Boskovicki. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Great stand by this Ram defense here. Throwing into double coverage that time and unsuccessful. So the Rams, they'll send Gage Laney back to about the Ram 44-yard line. Should get good starting field position.
Here's the kick. It is wobbly and caught by Gage Laney near the 45. They'll bring him down to about the 49.
Yeah, but that saved a roll of probably 10, 15 yards. So the Rams, again, going to have a short field here with 2:20 to go in this first period.
It was Boslovicki. I finally got it. Oh, man. 2:20 left to go. I bet they're a nightmare for telemarketers in that family.
I'm sure.
1st and 10 from the 49-yard line, just a yard shy of midfield. As Austin Havens will lead his team back onto the field. Twins out to the right. Trey Goins and Keelan Carty Overstreet
we got
next to
single coverage here on the near side with Cole Adams.
Twins to the left as well.
I like that matchup.
Ronnie Thomas and Cole Adams, as you mentioned, split out to the left. Havens back to throw this time. Throws to Adams.
No.
And that single coverage will get him.
Yeah, could not get a block there in the backfield from Brandon Ramsey. Quick throw out to the left side. Good coverage that time by Mustangs Wesley Haddix.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 13. Nowhere to run, as the old song says. Under 2 minutes to go, and
got to be quicker.
7-0 our score. Twins out to each side of the line here. Off that left hash mark, handoff, first man through, busting forward. Derek Overstreet down to the 44-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd down and about 3 to go.
Yeah, the safeties and linebackers are really belling out there in the middle. And if the Rams just want to methodically take 5 or 6 yards a rush, I think this offensive line can provide them that room up front.
1:23 left to go. Havens handing off out to the left side. Cole Adams still on his feet. Down to the 30, down to the 20. Goodbye, 10-5. Touchdown Owasso. Into the end zone he goes. 13-0 our score with 1:10 left to go in the first quarter.
Very simple play. The Mustang Broncos could not get outside. Cole Adams too fast, got to the sideline, and there was nothing but green upfield as the Rams score their 2nd touchdown here in the first half.
And now Jake Adams will line up to try to kick the extra point right here for the Owasso Rams. Holy smokes. Let's see what he can do to make it a 14-0 lead. The hold. The kick, it is on its way through the uprights and good. 14-0 our score. This touchdown and extra point brought to you by Owasso First Assembly of God. Visit them in person or online this Sunday morning at 10:30. Visit them online at owassofirst.com. We will take a 30-second timeout, and when we come back, more. Brett Merrill, Steve Mowry along with you tonight. Kelly Ward on the sidelines, Rob Williams crunching the numbers, and the great Ethan Van Meter running all the video machines tonight. Ethan was telling us during the break he was going down the list of people he knew from Mustang on the roster there. End-over-end kick is going to be fielded near the 4-yard line. Ball carrier almost loses his footing, and he's hit like he's a Mack truck. Oh, my goodness. Making a big stop was a Mod Triplet as the ball returner, Karsten Keene, got almost to the 15-yard line, and the Mod Triplet said, no, sir, no further. Minute 4 left to go in the first.
So the Ram defense comes back out onto the field. You know, Gage Laney is the ball hawk, so let's see if Mustang might not try to stretch the field and make a mistake for the Owasso Rams.
1st and 10 Broncos at the 15-yard line.
Laney with 11 interceptions on the season. Be interesting to see how long Mustang stays with the running game. There it is,
Russell
passing.
Back to throw, guns it up the right side of the field, and it's almost caught. It's out of his hands and falls incomplete.
Didn't make the interception, but Gage Laney was right there to make the tackle. Had an open receiver, did Mustang, but Laney comes over from his free safety position to make sure the ball is knocked loose. Otherwise, Mustang has a big play that time.
Ryland Poteet was the intended receiver. Couldn't quite keep his hands on it, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 15 with just under a minute to go in the first quarter. Owasso leading at 14-0.
I feel like Gage is going to get a pick here tonight for Owasso.
Russell, handoff again.
Yeah, that's not working.
Left side, they'll get it up to about the line of scrimmage and no further. Dominic Dunn, the ball carrier once again. I mean, who else would they give it to? So get a yards gain out of that. 3rd down and 9 from the 16.
So Dominic Dunn actually has a connection to Owasso. His uncle, Brad Carver, played basketball with my brother in 1985 here at Owasso. The Carver family, a long-time Owasso family.
Of course they
Dunn
did.
is his nephew.
Of course they
And I
did.
said, well, I hope Dominic Dunn has more athletic ability than Brad Carver did. Although Brad Carver, very fine athlete for Owasso basketball.
Russell rolling to the right, slings it up the field and connects with an open man at the 35, brought down at the 37. And that is Keegan Bass, the ball carrier and the receiver for the Broncos. They get a 1st down out of that.
Yeah, looked like a busted coverage that time here on the near side, but we're going to have a flag. Let's see if that goes against Mustang and brings the ball back.
I'm telling you, man, Owasso Athletics is like the Mafia. I mean, you just everywhere you go, there's somebody.
There's a connection.
And being with you is kind of like watching a Mafia man in action.
It can be that, the
know.
Godfather. Take the cannoli.
Yes. now being served at Mr. Poncho's.
Right, yeah.
That'll be a loss for the Mustang Broncos as they'll march them back to about the 11-yard line, and they're going to let the clock roll out on the end of the first quarter. It is 14-0. Owasso leading Mustang after 1. We will take a 1-minute break and be back after this Owasso Coffee Company timeout. This is Ram Football presented by InsideOwasso.com on 100.1 KYFM.
Hi, my name is Mary Taylor. I'm the Chief Talent Acquisition Officer at First Bank of Owasso. Now, recently, we acquired some talent that Coach Blankenship said that they had a lot of character. Well, he's literally a character. The type of talent that he has is a little bit difficult to apply to our banking environment. At First Bank, we're always looking for individuals to join our team and bring your special talent with you.
The Turquoise Couch for becoming brand new sponsors here in the playoffs of Owasso Ram football here on 100.1 KYFM and the Owasso Sports Network. Grant Merrill, Steve Mowry along with you. And after one, what do the numbers look like?
Well, right now the Owasso Rams are dominating here in this first quarter. They lead 14-0. It's been Cole Adams with 4 rushes and 66 yards and 2 touchdowns here to get the Rams on board here early. And really, Grant, I really like what the Rams are doing. They are just establishing the trenches on the ground. Cole Adams, with his speed, is able to get a big, long 44-yard touchdown run, but they are really doing business in the trenches and taking advantage up front on this Mustang defensive line.
Our By the Number Stats Update brought to you by J & Company CPAs, proud supporters of the Owasso Rams. 3rd down and 14 from the 11-yard line for these Mustang Broncos as Tristan Russell leads his team back out onto the field, gets into the shotgun formation with Dominic Dunn now in motion to the right. Russell running right this time on the keeper, gets up to the 15, down to the 18-yard line. Made up some ground, but that'll still bring up 4th down and about 7 to go or so. Not much luck there for Mustang on that one. And they'll bring out the punt team here.
So again, Grant, the Rams should get great starting field position. Gage Laney is going to go back at about the Ram 47, 48-yard line to receive this punt. Should be good starting field position for Owasso.
11:23 left to play, 14-0 our score. If you are just joining us on the radio, here comes the kick from Mustang. They'll kick it straight up the middle, and Gage Laney misses it. Oh my goodness.
Boy. Yeah, it was one of those rugby kicks that just bounced, and he got caught in between the bounce, but Mustang recovers it quickly at the Owasso 42-yard line.
Well, that's where we'll
So that's
start.
not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Could have rolled a lot further.
Sure.
Well, we are a minute in to the second quarter here, and we'll see what these Owasso Rams could do. They have been dominant so far in this one. Austin Havens leading his team out onto the field to the 42-yard line where they'll have it 1st and 10. Ronnie Thomas and Cole Adams will be close in to the right here. Havens handing it off. Up the middle goes Kennard. He'll bring it up to the 50, down to the 47, still trying to push forward to the 45, and he'll be dragged forward to the 41-yard line. And that is a well-earned Duralast Roofing Specialist 1st down as they'll move up those chains.
Yeah, he just ran over that left side. Hudson Mosby and Logan Ledbetter cleared a big hole as Mustang likes to run this 3-4 defense or 3-3, and there's too much room for Owasso's running backs.
Havens handing off. Kennard again up the middle, gets down to the 37-yard line. 5-yard gain will bring up 2nd down and 5. 10:32, clock rolling, 14-0 our score. Owasso with a 2-touchdown lead so far. Everybody close in again. Havens ready to take the snap here. Looks to the sideline a second time. He's got Kennard, Deshaun Kennard, right there next to it. Taking the snap. Handoff. Kennard rolling around the right side of the line there. He'll get to the 39-yard line. Or 34-yard line, I'm sorry. Not much further. About 3 yards shy of another 1st down. Under 10 minutes to go in the first half. 9:53 to be exact. Same formation. Everybody close in. Havens taking the snap, faking a handoff, throwing right this time, connecting with Trey Goins. Nowhere to run for Goins as he'll get to the 35, and he's immediately wrapped up by a pair of Mustang Bronco defenders.
So an interesting call here for Coach Blankenship, Grant. Your defense has been playing great. You're about 3 yards shy of the 1st down. I think this is go-for-it territory. Kind of one of those too long to kick the field goal, too short to punt. Coach B is going to leave his offense out on the field.
4th down and 3. Overstreet back in at running back this time. Going split to the right. Carney and Cole Adams to the left. Now handoff. First man through Overstreet. moving forward, getting down to the 30, and he should get just enough for a Duralast Roofing Specialist first down.
Again, a nice job by this Ram offensive line blowing people out. Overstreet comes up a little gimpy. It looks like a left shoulder or left arm injury as he will come off to the sideline. So Kennard will come in for the Rams at running back.
8:46 and the clock rolling here. Trips to the left this time. Man in motion to the right as Havens fakes a handoff on the keeper. He'll run left. They read that one like a book. Inside the 30-yard line, he'll be brought down near the 29.
Yeah, not a lot of room there. He gets about 3, maybe 4 yards, but a good setup play for Owasso. They fake the jet sweep, and so that's kind of one of those plays you hope you get a little bit, and then you play off of that next play or two.
2nd down and 8. Trips to the left this time. And now ready to take the snap is Havens. Empty field to the right as he hands off to Emery Neely. Flags flying as he's brought down near the 20.
Boy, that was right in the vicinity of a hold. So let's see if this comes back against Owasso. And that's what it is, Grant.
Yep, they're going to march him on back.
Yep.
8:04 left to go in this first half, 14-0. Owasso was inside the 30-yard line, but they'll bring him back to about the 34. Yeah, maybe a little further, the 38. That'll bring up 2nd down and about 17 yards. Havens handing off. Up the right side goes Jeray Austin, and he'll get down to the 29-yard line.
Again, it is not very pretty, but it is very effective by the Rams here, as this offensive line is beginning to take control up front.
3rd down and 9. Twins to the left. Austin split to the right. Havens ready to take the snap here.
Man, only 4 guys in the box for Mustang.
Man in motion to the right. Havens back to throw. Gunning it up the middle for Austin. It's caught. Touchdown to Owasso. Oh, baby. Give him 6. Jeray Austin into the end zone, and he puts more points on the board to give the Rams a 20-0 lead. 7:17 left to go in this first half, and the Rams will try to line up to kick the extra point here.
That was just a fantastic pass from the sophomore Austin Havens. That time, Grant, he lofts it up there, gives his speedy receiver time to get under the football and make the catch. Easily got behind the defenders, the free safety, and an easy touchdown for Owasso.
Jake Adams kicking it through the uprights. It is good, and it's 21-0. This touchdown and extra point brought to you by Owasso First Assembly of God. Pastor Bruce McCarty and his congregation inviting you to attend services this weekend in person or online, 10:30 Sunday morning. Their web address, owassofirst.com. Hang with us. We're back with more after this 30-second break. This is
Can you hear it? It's the sound of hope and health and strength. It's the sound of compassion, of open doors, where people and machines are in tune and miracles occur. It's the sound of personalized healthcare and active communities. It sounds like life, and it's what you hear when you really listen.
Appreciate our buddy Alan Harcrow and his crew at TRW Enterprises for being great sponsors of the Owasso Rams tonight. 7:17 left to go in the first half. It's 21-0. Owasso striking once again over the Mustang Broncos, and with the J & Company CPAs by the number scoring drive. Steve, what's it look like?
Rams cover 58 yards in 8 plays, takes 5:51 of time off the clock, and it ends up being a touchdown pass to Austin Havens. Jeray Austin from Austin Havens, as the Rams extend their lead to 21-0 here with 7:17 to go here in this second quarter. Great job, Grant. I mean, really, it's a pass play that the Rams score on, but the offensive line is really taking control up front.
Karsten Keene looks to try to return it from the 10-yard line. He'll get out to the 15, and they knock him back again.
Yeah, great coverage that time by the Owasso Rams.
Mustang has just had his number on kickoff returns tonight. Well, we'll see what they can do here. First down and 10 now.
Jacob Clifton in on the tackle there.
From that Ram position, he's done so many good things this year. Couple of scores to pass along. Union leading Broken Arrow at halftime, 13-7 the score in that one.
Wow.
The team formerly known as the Redskins. Jinx up on Norman North, 35-0. Edmond Santa Fe up on Westmore, 21-14. First man through for the Broncos gets up to about the 23-yard line, no further. Or I'm sorry, the 18-yard line, no further. And that is Tristan Russell on the keeper there. That'll bring up second down and about 8. Second down and 9 to go here. 6:39 and the clock rolling here in Owasso. Twins out to the right. Under center, Russell dropping back to throw, looking, in trouble, still rolling. Now he'll throw. Is there anybody there to get it? Yes, oh my goodness. Big catch there for the Broncos out near midfield. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Keegan Bass, the receiver, and they turned lemons into lemonade.
Yeah.
However that saying goes. From the 45, Russell up the middle.
They actually tried to hurry up to the line and run a play before the first down markers were even in place that time.
Beat the chain gang.
But the Ram defense able to make a play. And really, that was the previous play was just too much time for Mustang's quarterback back in the pocket, and you can't ask the Ram defense to cover any better than that. Able to complete a pass, did the Broncos. So now second and long, second and 10 here on this play for Mustang.
Tonight's ball game brought to you in part by State Senator J.J. Dossett. He and his family wishing the Owasso Rams good luck throughout the playoffs, and he hopes to see you in Edmond, even though he'd rather play the game in Tulsa.
True.
Russell dropping back, faking a handoff, looking to throw it left side, and the pass falls incomplete.
I thought the ball hawk might be in the vicinity. That ball was overthrown to the intended receiver, and Gage Laney was in the vicinity with an opportunity for a pick, but just out of his reach here on the near sideline.
And that'll bring up from the 45-yard line, second down here. Or third down, I'm sorry. 5:21 left to play, 21-0. Owasso leading it if you're just joining us.
Third down. Big down to get this Ram defense off the field.
Back under center, Russell rolling to the right.
In
pressure. Trouble, and they get him in the backfield.
Oh, yeah.
Back near the 48-yard line. He is brought down by a number of Owasso Rams, led by Jacob Clifton on the stop there.
Yeah, Brandon Dye was in there as well, along with Michael Jamerson, who happened to be our player of the game last week. So a big stop here by Owasso. And so let's see what Coach Lee Blankenship decides to do. I wasn't sure. He left his offense on the field there for a moment, but he's going to bring on his punting team.
Well, last week the player of the game was the forfeit rule.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. Very true.
2 weeks ago, Michael Jamerson was our player of the game against Putnam City. Fourth down and 14. I'm just giving you a hard time.
No, you're
Steve.
right. No.
Back under center, Russell. Or I'm sorry, here
Bounced
comes the
it.
punt. Here's the kick. It is up the middle and out toward Gage Laney, who lets it roll back to about the 8-yard line.
I thought Gage had a chance to, he likes to pick that ball up off the first or second bounce. Didn't do it that time off that rugby kick. So I really think it's important for Owasso to save yardage on those punts, on those type of kicks.
6A2 scores. Oh, Bobby Klink. He and his Sand Spring Sandites trailing Stillwater and the Pioneers 42-7 right now. Bixby up on Dell City 35-0. Choctaw leading Putnam City North 13-7. Midwest City up on Booker T, 19-7. Havens out of the shotgun, twins to the left, handoff, first man through.
Yeah, not much there.
Nowhere to go as he'll get up to the 11-yard line no further. And that was Derek Overstreet.
Man, so far in the game, Grant, the Rams have 184 yards compared to Mustang's 47 yards. So I'd say you can trust your defense here at this point.
4:03 and the clock rolling. First half action with Owasso up 21-0. Trips to the left. Back under center, signaling a man in motion to the right is Havens. He'll hand off as Cole Adams rolls to the right. He'll get to the 17-yard line no further. And that'll bring up second down and about 3 to go. Third down and about 3 to go. 3:34. They'll wind it into motion once again. Havens.
Nice opportunity here to overcome a 3rd and short. Havens comes over and gets a play from Coach Blankenship, runs it back out. Trey Goins going to come out of the game. We're going to go big here. Plenty of time on the play clock, 20 seconds.
Shouting out the instructions. Single back set behind Havens is Derek Overstreet.
Double tight end.
A receiver to each side here, as you mentioned, and trying to dive forward there. I don't think he got it. Was
it's close.
Seth Havens.
Yep, it's close, Grant.
He had to get to the 18-yard line, and he was just over.
Well, it's going to be good enough. We hear Jared Gallagher call it out for Owasso. First down.
They'll move up those chains for another Duralast Roofing Specialist first down. 1st and 10. Trips to the right this time. Empty field to the left. Ready to take the snap. Havens off the right hash mark with Overstreet next to him. He'll hand off to Overstreet. And he'll bust through. Oh, it's Kennard.
Oh, he's gone.
He'll get down to the 30.
Yeah.
To the 20. 10, 5. See ya. Touchdown, Owasso. Oh, my goodness. It is a 27-0 ball game.
Nobody catching him. He broke it into the secondary, got behind the DBs, and nobody is going to outrun Kennard as he races to the end zone for a Ram touchdown.
Deshaun Kennard, a welcome addition.
Absolutely.
To the running back core at the Owasso High School.
That was fun to watch.
Yeah. And here comes Jake Adams ready to try to kick an extra point right here. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is through the uprights and good. 28-0 our score. 2:35 left to play in this first half. This touchdown and extra point brought to you by Owasso First Assembly of God. They remind you to visit with them this Sunday morning at 10:30 in person or online at owassofirst.com. We're back in 30 seconds.
Hi, this is Dr. Caleb Nunley. I am the team physician for the Owasso Rams. Go Rams!
I'm Destry Millsap.
And I'm Zach McGinty, and we are the athletic trainers for the Owasso Rams.
Here's some of the services that we provide in the Tulsa Bone and Joint Athletic Training Facility.
What he has today, Rob Williams crunching the numbers, and we've got another J and Company CPA by the numbers scoring drive, Mr. Mowry.
Well, it only took 4 plays, covered 91 yards, but the big run by Deshaun Kennard, 82-yard touchdown run, only took 1 minute and 36 seconds off the clock, and the Rams now way out in front, 28-0 here in this first half.
Heard Dr. Standridge mentioning Rejoice during the commercial break. They trail Metro Christian 33-0. So if you see a saddened Bill Bush tonight, you'll know why. 2:35.
The mayor.
The mayor, the sad mayor.
Yes.
2:35 left to go in the first half. 28-0 our score.
Rams with 275 yards. Total yards here in this first half, completely dominating Mustang. Give the Ram defensive line doing a great job up front in the trenches.
End-over-end kick is going to be fielded near the 8-yard line on the return.
Good
Here
coverage.
Come the Mustang Broncos as they'll get it out to the 25.
Rams just flying on the football, special teams, defense, really making it difficult here for Mustang.
2:29 left to play in this half. 28-0 our score.
No turnovers yet in our ball game, so I don't know. Gage Lamey has 11 on the season. Interceptions.
You're really wanting to
I want the ball hawk to get
call
one.
the ball hawk
Yep.
again.
Yep, I am.
Twins to the right. Russell taking the snap, handing it off. Dominic Dunn up that middle. He'll get to the 30, no further. 2:20 left to play here. 28-0 our score. Thank you for being with us tonight, wherever you are watching and listening.
Absolutely.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 4 after that one.
Mustang very slow.
Yeah, they're taking their time here.
A lot of time off the clock. Play is just now coming in. Just under 2 minutes to go here in this second quarter.
I think they're discussing whether to stop at the Sepulpa McDonald's or the Turnpike.
Yeah.
Twins to the left. Russell handing it off. First man through will get up to the 33-yard line. And Ahmad Triplett making a big stop there as that'll bring up 3rd down and 1. Minute 28 left to go. Stacked receivers to the left. Empty field to the right. Dominic Dunn right there beside the quarterback, Tristan Russell. Russell ready to take that snap. He'll do so here. Running right on the keeper. They stop him short.
Yeah, way short. 3 yards shy.
That'll bring up 4th down.
And, you know, really, I know Coach Lee Blankenship would like to go for it here, but I'm really not sure he can afford to do that as we have a timeout on the field.
Coach Bill Blankenship wanting to talk things over with his team. Take a break with him and be back after this Owasso Coffee Company timeout. Back at 30 seconds. This is Ram. We've got 57 seconds left to go in the first half, and Owasso leads at 28-0 if you're just joining us. Grant Merrill, Steve Mowry along with you tonight. Rob Williams crunching the numbers, keeping up with everything here. We're just proud to have you with us on 100.1 KYFM and on the Owasso Sports Network. Ethan Van Meter is making the video look good tonight. And Ethan Van Meter.
The state championship coach's husband.
The first gentleman of the Owasso cheer program.
Yeah.
Well,
now he does a great job. And hey, with you know me, Grant, with all the streaming issues going on, which I think is bogus by the OSSAA, the Rams stream is the best in the state of Oklahoma. So
second to none.
If they want to call me and talk to me about it, I might be able to help them out.
I'm sure you'll have a conversation.
Yeah, I'll have one with them. They're not going to call me, but yeah, I'll do that.
And we've got another timeout on the field. I think they were trying to switch some personnel in and out, so we'll take it with them and let Steve stew over the streaming issues. Back in 30 seconds.
Hey, who are you?
Oh, hey, Jeff, I'm a car thief.
What?
I'm here to steal your car because, well, that's my job.
What?
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 It happens.
So get all state. I'd be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Seven seconds left to go in the first half. 28-0 our score. 4th and 2 for the Mustang Broncos as they'll leave their offense on the field. Tristan Russell.
They're just trying to get us to jump offside. It's not going to work. Yeah, that's a freeze play, and we know it. Let the clock run down, run down. They're not going to snap the football. Just stand there, Rams, and they do. Very good discipline by this Ram defense.
And now the Broncos call the timeout
Yeah.
as expected, so we'll take another one with them and be back in 1 minute. This is Ram Football on KYFM.
Hey, Rambo, I've got something for you.
Alright, Rambo, do you want this in your checking or your savings account? Hey, Rambo? Rambo! 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 Rambo!
Morning, Daniel. Morning, Rambo. Morning. You going to the game tonight? Of course.
As the quick kick from the Mustang Broncos skips up the field and back to about the 33-yard line, and that is where Owasso will have it 1st and 10 with 47 seconds left to go. Rams lead at 28-0.
So, Grant, I want to revisit this streaming thing because it's really becoming a bogus issue
Yes.
in Oklahoma and among high schools. I'm going to tell you, Owasso has one of the finest streaming groups in the state of Oklahoma, and I'm just going to call bogus on the OSSAA and the NFHS or whatever on that. I feel like if your team is on the field, you should have the right to stream your team, especially in semifinals or state semifinals. I don't care what the contracts say. I don't care what president of what association has signed, but I'm telling you, Owasso ought to be able to go anywhere and stream their high school for football, basketball, or any other sport. Just saying.
Havens back to throw. He'll sling it right side to Derek Overstreet. Overstreet brought down near the 40-yard line. And all God's children said.
Well, and you know, I don't care who's listening or if they want to call me. I will take you to task on that because I just think it's bogus to do this against the high school kids and the home school that's on the field.
Havens back to throw. It's almost caught, but falls incomplete. 2nd down.
I mean, you can hide behind the money, you can hide behind the contracts, but the fact is, if it's Jinx, if it's Union, if it's Mustang, they ought to be able to stream their own team. And I feel the same thing about Owasso. And, you know, I'm not privy to all the contracts and all the special handshakes and everything that's going on behind the scenes, but I would sure like to sit down and visit with them about that because Owasso is getting shorthanded on their streaming because we're the best in the state.
Back to throw. Havens looking. He'll sling it up the middle of the field, and it's caught by Trey Goins down near the 45-yard line. The football dropped and picked up by the Broncos. Oh, my goodness. 13 seconds left. Well.
So I may get some emails, but I'll take the heat off the athletic department because I'm a sidebar
You are.
to everything else.
Sidebar
But
Steve, ladies and
I would
gentlemen.
sure welcome that conversation and discuss that among the higher-ups and see where we end up because I really don't think they want to do that.
Yeah, it is something that is an issue for a lot of broadcasters this year.
Yeah.
There's
What was it? We went to
politics.
Mustang, and Edmond Santa Fe wouldn't even let the Broken Arrow radio crew come over.
Right.
And I'm just calling bogus on that. And if you folks can read through the word bogus, you know what I mean.
Twins out to each side. A handoff to Dominic Dunn. He'll get up to the 47-yard line. And the clock's still rolling. It will roll out on the first half of play. As we've put 2 in the books.
Already.
28-0 our score. Owasso leading the Mustang Broncos. Anything else you want to get off your chest before we head
I'm
to the
feeling
locker
pretty good
room?
right now, but we come back. I got a little more revival I can preach to them about.
Anybody who got a pulpit, they can bring up. Bruce McCarty,
I don't need a
if
pulpit.
you're listening, we may need to
I'm
borrow
good.
one. All right, that's going to bring us to the Tulsa Bone and Joint halftime show. When we come back, we'll talk with Zach Duffield, the athletic director. He's stomping his way up here right now, having heard Steve's editorial.
Oh, yeah, I'm in trouble.
And Leslie Van Meter, the esteemed cheer coach and the wife of our video director, will be joining us as well on the halftime show. Stay with us. Ram Football on 100.1 KYFM.
The Owasso Varsity Dogs Club.
Owasso High School, Grant Merrill and Steve Mowry on the Tulsa Bone and Joint halftime show here on 100.1 KYFM and the Owasso Sports Network. Rams lead at 28-0. Mr. Mowry, what do those numbers look like?
Well, they read that the Owasso Ram defense has really set the tone here in the first half. You look at the first down offensively for Owasso, 13. Mustang has 1 first down in this first half. The Rams have carried the ball 23 times on the ground for 249 yards. Mustang 14 times for only 17 yards. The Rams in the passing game only 8 of 12 for 65 yards. Mustang has completed 1 pass here in the first half for 38 yards. The Rams 314 yards to 55 for Mustangs. The Rams did lose a fumble. They've had 3 penalties. Time of possession relatively even, but on third down, the Rams 5 of 7. Mustang has yet to convert a third down or a fourth down. Rams are 2 for 2 on fourth down. Looking at the individual numbers, Overstreet 6 carries for 35 yards. Cole Adams 5 carries for 72 yards. Throw in a couple of touchdowns, including a 44-yard touchdown run. Kennard 5 carries for 109 yards and an 82-yard touchdown runs. Austin Havens 8 of 10 for 65 yards and a touchdown. Jeray Austin with the touchdown reception for Owasso. It's the Rams 28-0 here as we get ready for second half action.
Mustang will kick it away as they tee it up at the 40-yard line. They'll kick from right to left on the radio dial. Ronnie Thomas and Jeray Austin back deep to receive for Owasso, and we are ready to get this third quarter underway. Glad you're with us here on KYFM. Appreciate each and every one of you listening.
Yeah, absolutely. We enjoy that and enjoy hearing from our fans, which we really did after that last segment.
We heard from plenty of them tonight.
Yeah.
Here's the kick back into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback to bring up Owasso's 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Rams really dominating in the trenches on the offensive and defensive side, really moving the ball well on the ground. Mustang only coming with 3 down defensive linemen trying to get their linebackers involved, but they just can't get involved in the play. As the Rams will start with the first possession here in the second half, I'm going to guess they'll keep it on the ground as Derek Overstreet moves into the backfield.
Here we go. Under center, it is going to be Austin Havens. He'll take the snap here, handing it off. First man through is going to get down to the 30-yard line. Another Duralast Roofing Specialist first down for the Owasso Rams. Good run there by Derek Overstreet.
Yeah, and we see these big hogs up front for Owasso. I saw leading the block that time Anthony Lawrence, a 5'11", 250-pound senior, blocking downfield, and the Rams offensive line has taken control of this football game.
Twins to the left. Under center is Havens, handing it off. Overstreet back up the middle. Gets to the 38-yard line. 2 yards shy of another Duralast Roofing Specialist first down. 11:29 left to play here.
And here's the thing, Grant, and I know Coach Blankenship sees this as well because he's smart. If you can gain 6 or 7 yards per carry, we're going to keep doing that until you can find a way to stop it, or you're going to come up and protect and open up the backfield behind the secondary.
2nd down and 3. Handoff out to the right side goes Keelan Carney.
Get out
to
there.
The 45, ran out of bounds just shy of the 50. And that's another Duralast Roofing Specialist first down as they keep moving it on up the field. 11:03 left to go in the third quarter. Rams lead it 28-0 over the Mustang Broncos here in the quarterfinal round of the Class 6A1 state football playoffs.
Run the football.
Trips to the left, handoff, Overstreet. Up the middle, nowhere to go as he'll get up to the 48.
Yeah, I got met at the line of scrimmage. Tried to go through the A-gap there, but a good defensive play there by the nose guard. Trying to see who that is, but he made a great stop up front that time. Anthony Gidelia, he's a 6', 265-pound senior.
Trips to the left, empty field to the right, out of the shotgun. Back to throw Havens. He'll sling it up the field, out to the corner. It's caught. Goodbye. Keelan Carney into the end zone. Touchdown, Owasso.
What a great throw by the sophomore quarterback. I don't know if there was a busted coverage that time because nobody was on Keelan Carney. The cornerback came up, and he released Carney, and it was just a nice throw and catch for Owasso as they have an opportunity to increase their lead to 35-0.
Here we go. We'll see if they can do that with an extra point right here. As Jake Adams will try the extra point for the Rams. 10:27 to play. The hold, the kick, it is through the uprights and good. 35-0 our score. This touchdown, an extra point brought to you by Owasso First Assembly of God. They invite you to be a part of their services in person or online this Sunday morning at 10:30. Visit them on the web at owassofirst.com. Hang with us. We're back with more Owasso Ram football in 30 seconds.
Moving on a country.
Nothing. 10:27 left to go in this third quarter. Grant Merrill, Steve Mowry along with you tonight. Rob Williams crunching all the numbers. Kelly Ward is on the sideline. And the first gentleman of the Owasso cheer program, Ethan Van Meter. He is making the video stream look very good tonight. 10:27.
Did you say streaming?
No.
You want me to go off on that again? Okay, had enough?
Yeah.
Had enough? Okay.
You're good.
Because I'm good to go again.
I know you are.
Fired up on it. So
Karsten Keene back deep to receive for the Mustang Broncos, as is Wesley Haddix. They'll line up at about the 10-yard line.
just a note.
Yeah, I know you're available.
The Rams have a product that folks want to see, so I'm just throwing that out there.
End over end kick is going to be fielded by Karsten Keene near the 9-yard line. He'll get to the 15, 20 on his horse at the 25, still going.
Yeah, Gage Laney stopped that down at about the 27.
They'll knock him back at the 27-yard line, and there you go. That is where the Mustang Broncos will have it 1st and 10. 10:20 left to go in the third quarter. 35-0 our score if you're just joining us. And we'll see what happens here.
Ram defense has been phenomenal tonight, only allowing 55 yards by Mustang in the first half.
They'll send 4 receivers to the left. Back to throw, Russell, the quarterback. He runs forward instead. In trouble, they'll get him.
Good coverage downfield. He tried to tuck the football and go forward, and there was just nothing there.
Brendan Dye leading the charge on the stop. And that'll set the football at about the 28-yard line. 9:59, under 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. No gain on the play for Mustang, as that'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Twins out to the right. They'll be stacked receivers as Russell takes it out of the gun. Handoff, first man through, done with nowhere to go. And that'll be a 2-yard gain, 3rd down and about 8. 9:30 left to play in this third quarter.
Grant, things a little bit different whenever the weather's nice. I know Coach Blankenship, Lee Blankenship for Mustang, trying to do all he can on the other side. But, boy, this Ram defense in the first half really set the tone. We hear Jared Gallagher calling out the 3rd down here for Mustang, and the Rams have done a fantastic job here tonight on 3rd downs. I don't believe Mustang has converted a 1st down in the game thus far.
3rd down and 8, stacked receivers to the right. Out of the gun, Russell up the middle.
Rams everywhere.
They'll stop and stuff him at the 31.
Ahmad Triplett in on the tackle that time. Trying to see who else. Michael Jamerson.
That'll bring up 4th down and 7. Now Mustang will be forced to kick it away. Well, I can tell you this. I'm glad they're driving back to Mustang and we're not driving back to Owasso
I agree. We
tonight.
remember that trip. However, I will say that another connection with Owasso. My good friend Joe Patterson, the head baseball coach over at Mustang this year, he took us on a fine tour of the baseball facilities when we were over there before. But Joe does a fantastic job, the son of former Owasso Ram football coach Bill Patterson.
Absolutely.
And love the job Joe does in coaching baseball.
Laney on the return gets to the 42.
We got a block in the
we
back
got a
that time.
lot of flags flying.
Yeah, too many hits in the back. That's going to come back. A lot of laundry on the field now for Owasso. So
Bill Patterson on
even
Facebook.
we could call that.
Bill Patterson on Facebook earlier posted something to the effect he was at his at the lake, and he said, "Don't have to worry about a punt getting blocked tonight."
Well, that's
So,
true.
He is enjoying retirement. That is for sure.
That's right.
And we appreciate all that he's done for the Owasso program.
Well, he's a fine gentleman. Also, I am thankful for the opportunity that my son had the chance to play for him his senior year. So I think a lot of Coach Patterson, and we're seeing a lot of the, couple state championships and things now, but that had to be built up to, and it's people like Bill Patterson that made that possible for Owasso.
Austin Havens will line up on the right hash mark for the Owasso Rams, 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Trips out to the right. Empty field to the left. Austin Havens ready to take that snap as he signals DeRay Austin in motion to the left. Handoff up the right side to the 30-yard line. Goes Emory Neely, running back for the Owasso Rams. 7:45 and the clock rolling. That'll bring up 2nd down and 4. Handoff again. Up that middle. Nowhere to go for the running back Emory Neely, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, the Rams have only attempted 11 passes here tonight, but they've been very effective and selective in their passing game. But again, Grant, if you can run the football, get 5 or 6 yards on a carry, come and stop us.
3rd down, 3 to go. Trips to the right, empty field to the left. In motion is Austin. Handoff, second man through, Emory Neely.
Going to be shy about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. I can't tell where they marked it.
Got to the 33, no further. That'll bring up 4th down.
Well, not as far as I thought. This is interesting for Coach Blankenship, Bill Blankenship for Owasso.
Yeah, you got to specify.
That's true. That's true.
They're going to make it a Duralast Roofing Specialist 1st down.
Just run it.
And a Mustang Bronco just
got
ran
a flag
off.
on the far side, and that's going to be procedure against Mustang.
Yeah. They had one of their leading men jumping off sides there.
Actually, Grant, I was wrong. I thought Owasso was short of the 1st down, but they actually moved the chains. That was a 1st and 10. With that penalty against Mustang, that's going to bring up a 1st and 5. This might be where you want to try to take a shot.
Here we go. Havens off that right hash mark. Taking the snap, handing it off. Emory Neely up the middle, gets to the 40-yard line. 1-yard gain.
Late flag on the field, generally in the vicinity of holding. See what they call here.
As we come to the top of the hour, we'll remind you this is KYFM Bartlesville, KYFM HD1 Bartlesville. A penalty against the Owasso Rams here.
Yeah, that'll back them up 10 yards.
And they'll put the football on the 30-yard line. 6:18 left to go. Owasso 35, Mustang nothing. Glad you're with us here on 100.1. Twins out to the left. Austin split to the right. Back to pass. Austin Havens. He'll connect with an open man. Kennard at the 50, down to the 40, down to the 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. See ya! Into the end zone. Touchdown Owasso. Deshaun Kennard with another 6 points for the Rams, and it's 41-0.
One of those guys, Grant, that you really don't think he's running fast, and the next thing you know, he's making separation from the defenders. It was a nice screen here on the near side, and I thought Mustang had it defended well, but Kennard, with his speed, just shoots down the sideline, gets a late block, and he burst into the end zone as the Rams extend their lead to 41-0 here in the third quarter.
And lining up to kick the extra point, it will be Jake Adams. Gage Landy, the holder. Here's the kick through the uprights. It is good, and it is 42-0. 5:58 left to go in the third quarter. We'll take a 30-second timeout. This Owasso. Back, 5:58 left to go in the third quarter. Owasso leading at 42-0 over the Mustang Broncos. Grant Merrill, Steve Mowry, Rob Williams, Kelly Ward along with you. Ethan Van Meter punching all the buttons, making our TV stream look good. And the Mustang Broncos getting ready to receive as Owasso will kick it away after another Ram touchdown. 42-0 our score.
70-yard touchdown run off the screen pass from Austin Havens. Took 5 plays and actually just covered 76 yards. Took 2 minutes. Rams up 42-0 here with just under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Kick coming for the Rams. End over end kick is going to be fielded at the 28-yard line. Oh my, a big hit. A big hit for the Owasso Rams. And the return man was just leveled.
Rams doing a great job in special team coverage here tonight. We don't have a good number on our roster for who made that tackle, but it was phenomenal there as Mustang looked like they were going to have a big break getting the kick return, but they're going to start at their own 27-yard line.
Twins to the right, back under center. It is going to be Russell. Handoff, first man through for the Broncos. Gets to the 35, spins past a man to the 39, and that's where he'll be brought down for a Mustang first down. Taking a look at some of the other scores from around the area. Jinx Trojans will be the likely team that we play next week, barring a miracle from either Mustang or Norman North.
Yeah.
Jinx leading at 56-0.
Really?
Union up on Broken Arrow 19-14. Santa Fe over Westmore 42-14. All those games in the third quarter. Russell under center, hands off. First man through, up that middle, gets to the 41. And that'll be a gain of 3 on the play to bring up second down at 7. .502 left to play in the third quarter of play.
Defense has really set the tone here tonight for Owasso up front. Second and about 8 for Mustang from their own, we'll call it the 42-yard line. So if the Rams can hold them short here, they're going to be back in business.
Here we go. Russell rolling out to the left. He'll get up to the 45-yard line, up to the 50. Inside the 50, he'll get down to the 47 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, Gage Laney made sure he only came to a certain point. It was enough for a first down, and give Russell credit, a fine job of following his blockers up here on the near side to get a first down for Mustang. It's our third first down of the game. They only had 1 in the first half.
First and 10 from the 48-yard line. Don't forget Bedlam tomorrow. We'll have the game, the Sooners side of the broadcast here on KYFM 100.1. Twins out to the right, rolling out to the right is going to be Russell. He'll get up to the 41-yard line, no further.
Brendan Dye in on the tackle.
4:13 and the clock rolling. Third quarter action as Brendan Dye makes that great stop.
So Bedlam tomorrow.
Bedlam, yes.
Got a pick?
OU.
Okay, I'm good with that.
I mean,
Brian Montanati just turned us off, but
yes,
that's okay.
he did. He was out in the parking lot earlier.
Oh, well, he may not be
traffic
listening.
guard.
May not be listening now. So
Second down and 3.
yeah.
Yeah, you know they mean business when they put a man who's 6'11" out to stop people
That
from
is
coming
true.
into reserve parking. Rolling out to the right side,
Nice job.
Russell connecting with Dominic Dunn down at the 34. And that'll be another Mustang first down.
Arkansas play tomorrow?
They play LSU tomorrow morning.
Hey, they might have a chance.
They might.
With COVID.
Well, yeah.
Be a JV game.
It probably will be. Rumor was that the Razorbacks didn't have enough players to play, but apparently they do. So
Wow.
1st and 10. Broncos. From the 36-yard line, Twins out to the left. On the keeper,
Oh, my goodness.
drilled.
Ahmad Triplett just came through and drilled
Russell, the quarterback.
Russell, the quarterback. I don't know if that was drawn up by Antonio Graham. Looked like it was a legit blitz from linebacker, and Triplett with his speed just blasts through and sacks the quarterback. There's a guy with over 90 tackles for the Owasso Rams. That one for loss.
Triplett looked like a cruise missile locking in on his target there. Second down and 11. 3 minutes left to go here. Twins out to the right. And now back to throw. Russell looking, in trouble again. Rolls out to the right, runs instead. He gets to the 30, to the 25. Brought out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, I'll give him credit. There was good coverage downfield, but it was way downfield, and Russell able to break through the initial line, and no one had contain on the far side. Russell able to burst upfield and get a first down again on this drive for Mustang.
At the 24-yard line. We'll see what these Broncos can do here, knocking on the door for one of the few times that they've done that.
They have to
this
bring
game.
some heat.
Russell handing off Dominic Dunn. He'll go up the middle, nowhere to go.
Yeah, not much there.
Boy, you see these plays and speaks volumes to the job Antonio Graham has done as defensive coordinator. I mean, when you fill the shoes of Bobby Klink and then step up in that role. Congratulations to Bobby Klink on a great season. I don't think they were able to overcome Stillwater tonight. I haven't looked at that score, but they were down 42-7 at halftime as Sand Springs traveled to Stillwater tonight. By the way, what's up with Max Preps ranking Bixby and Stillwater over Owasso? Handoff, first man through at the 15.
Well, I mean, it's obvious. They're just not very smart.
Devin Martin making it.
I mean,
I know.
What do you want me to say? You know, you're going to rank Bixby and Stillwater over Owasso? Yeah, okay.
Third down and 3.
That just goes to prove, Grant, that you and I can start any website and say whatever we want on that.
I've
and
already
it doesn't
proved
matter
that,
if it's true or not. So, okay. All right.
Inside
and these
Owasso,
people that are barking about Bixby playing Owasso,
Yes.
and I'm like, okay, be careful what you ask for. You just might get it, because I'm thinking, okay, 6A1, 6A2. There's a reason that those conferences are split.
I did start a website where I could say anything I wanted, but we just report the truth, which is, you know, Owasso is number 1.
Yeah.
Third down and 1.
Give me a break.
From the 16. Great website supported by businesses like Mowry Funeral Service.
Yeah,
by the
absolutely.
way. Rolling out to the right. Here's Russell. He drills it up the right side.
I don't think it was caught.
It looked like Ryland Poteet was trying to make the catch. I think that one fell incomplete there. Minute 33 left to go in the third quarter. 42-0 our score, and that'll bring up 4th down and 1. Here we go.
I think we've pretty much hammered everybody tonight.
Yeah. Anyone else?
Anyone else want to chime in?
Russell on the
I'm
keeper.
not sure he got it, Grant.
He dove forward. Don't know that it was enough.
Interior defensive line for Owasso making a stand. Let's see. Oh, he got a good spot. That might be enough for a Mustang first down.
Minute 29 left to go here.
They're going to move the chains.
They're going to move the chains up. That'll be first and 10 for the 14.
Great stand by this Ram defense, though. I thought they were very close. If Mustang got it, they only got it by half a yard.
1 minute, 19 seconds left to go in this, the third quarter of play. 42-0 our score. Owasso leading it if you're just joining us. Twins out to the right. Russell taking the snap, handing it off. Up the middle go the Broncos. Into the end zone. Touchdown Mustang. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Devin Martin, the senior, 5'10", 190-pound receiver, and Mustang will not be shut out tonight. They put 6 points on the board. It's 42-6.
Nice job that time. Just a counter play off the left side, and the Rams flowed to the left, left it wide open as Martin scampers into the end zone.
They'll try their first extra point of the night. The hold, the kick. It is up through the uprights and good. 42-7 our score with a minute 1 left to go in this third quarter. We will take a 30-second break and be back.
Hi, my name is Mary Taylor. I'm the Chief Talent Acquisition Officer at First Bank of Owasso. Now, recently, we acquired some talent that Coach Blankenship said that they had a lot of character. Well, he's literally a character. The type of talent that he has is a little bit difficult to apply to our banking environment. At First Bank, we're always looking for individuals to join our team and bring your special talent with you.
Here at Owasso, our score 42-7 as Mustang gets on the board with a minute 1 left to go in the third quarter. Grant Merrill, Steve Mowry along with you tonight. Kelly Ward roaming the sideline, and the one and only Rob Williams crunching the numbers and making us sound good. Ethan Van Meter is directing our video tonight. We've got a whole crew of people from the Owasso Sports Network who provide the finest free stream in the state of Oklahoma. We also want to welcome you Mustang fans who chose not to pay $11 tonight to watch your team play.
Make it look like the United States landed on the moon back in 1969. So you got the real streaming crew here at Owasso.
Here comes the kickoff from the Mustang Broncos.
And the key word, free.
Yes.
Yeah.
End over end kick is going to be fielded at the 10-yard line. Here comes Ronnie Thomas on the run at the 30.
Got some room.
Still going. Go, baby, go. He's at the 50, down to the 40, brought down near the 37-yard line. What a return there for Ronnie Thomas of the Owasso Rams.
About 65 yards here on the near side. Good blocking downfield. He just let things develop up front, came here to the near sideline. The Rams going to be with great starting field position in Mustang territory at their own Mustang 39-yard line. First and 10 with 50 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Well, if you're listening in the stands, they just cut the Chick-fil-A sandwiches to half price. So,
oh, man.
Maybe time to send
huge.
Michaela and Aaron down to the concession stand.
So huge.
First and 10 from the 39. And Seth Hammer's in at quarterback. He'll hand off to Emery Neely.
Did you know that was going to happen?
I did not.
I did not know either.
Down to the 36
That should be in the pregame packet that we get.
What, do you want me to order you one?
Well, I'm talking Chick-fil-A. Come on, we're up 42-7. What's?
Oh, man.
Look at the people scattering down. I mean, that's huge, Grant. I mean,
they're like the
people are flocking.
Israelites fleeing Egypt. I mean, they're headed to the concession stand.
Yeah. I mean, that's dinner tomorrow during Bedlam.
Here we go. Handoff from Seth Hammer. First man through gets down.
Oh, he gets
and
outside.
Emery Neely breaks a man's tackle as he'll get down to the 30-yard line.
Oh, we got a late flag. I hope that wasn't a block in the back, but it may have been a face mask. Not sure. Trey Goins, the only guy on the outside, and I didn't really see him blocking anybody in the back. So see what we got the call here. If that's a face mask, that's going to move us up a little bit, even closer. But what a great run by Neely. Started on the inside, burst out to the left side, and almost broke it open for a big gain. It was a big gain as the referees sort this out.
1 second left. 42-7 our score as we head to the end of the third quarter, and we'll see if they get one more playoff.
See, I missed it, Grant.
Going to be on Owasso.
Yeah.
So, just like that, Rams will be backed up. And they are going to wind the clock into motion. 1 second elapses to end the third quarter. At the end of 3, it's the Owasso Rams 42. And your visitors from the Mustang Broncos 7. We will take a 1-minute timeout.
Can you hear it? It's the sound of hope and health and strength. It's the sound of compassion, of open doors, where people and machines are in tune and miracles occur. It's the sound of personalized healthcare and active communities. It sounds like life, and it's what you hear when you really listen.
Hi, this is Dr. Caleb Nunley. I am the team physician for the Owasso Rams. Go Rams!
I'm Destry Millsap.
And I'm Zach McGinty, and we are the athletic trainers for the Owasso Rams.
Here's some of the services that we provide in the Tulsa Bone and Joint Athletic Training Facility.
Go 42-7 our score. 12 minutes put on the clock as we are in the home stretch of round 2 of the Class 6A1 state playoffs. Look at all those people coming in for Chick-fil-A sandwiches, Steve.
I mean, they're walking up the stands with their hands full.
Chris Harris and the Pride of Owasso are going to make a mint tonight.
Some of these moms do not want to cook tomorrow.
Seth Hammer rolling out to the right. He'll sling it up the field. It's caught by Ronnie Thomas at the 20. Ran out of bounds at the 14-yard line. And that is another big Duralast Roofing Specialist first down for the Owasso Rams.
Great protection up front. Hammer just kind of strolls out to his right. Thomas was left uncovered underneath. We sent a deep receiver, and it looked like both defenders went with him. Easy throw and catch, and Thomas very dangerous in the open field, gets inside the 15-yard line.
To the 14 they go, 1st and 10. 11:50 left to play here. 42-7 our score. Out of the shotgun, Seth Hammer off the right hash mark. Handing it off. Up that left side goes Emery Neely, and he'll get down to the 10. That'll be a gain of 4 on the play to bring up 2nd down and 6. 11:34 left to play here in this ballgame. 42-7 our score. So do you have any scoring predictions for the Bedlam game tomorrow?
You know, Grant, really, I want to think that OU is going to dominate that. I don't know the number of injuries for OSU, but Ramondre Stevens in the backfield really changed the dynamics. Spencer Rattler is really looking stronger. So, and it's in Norman. But Bedlam is Bedlam. Doesn't matter where you play or who's ranked or whatnot. But I like the Sooners by 14.
Neely carries it down to the 8-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 4.
3rd down.
That sounds reasonable.
Is that too many?
Nah. 10:43 left to go here. 42-7 our score. Actually, foregoed my tickets to the game because we thought we were going to be having Thanksgiving with the in-laws, but they apparently like Dr. Fauci and the CDC too much together.
Okay.
So, Hammer, handoff. Emory Neely back up the middle. He'll get to the 7-yard line.
Yeah, we're probably going to go for it here. Oh, wait. Let's look. Are we going big or are we sending the field goal team? Well, it looks like field goal team is going out on the field.
Coming out. Jake Adams is going to try to kick it through the uprights.
Okay.
And it'll be about a 21-yard try here.
Clock continues to roll.
23-yard try. 9:40.
Gage Laney is the holder.
Here's the snap, the hold, the kick.
Nice.
It is through the uprights and good. Jake Adams making it a 45-7 ball game, and that field goal is brought to you by Owasso First Assembly of God. Pastor Bruce McCarty and his congregation inviting you to visit with them in person or online this weekend at owassofirst.com. That's 10:30 on Sunday morning. Stay with us. We're back in 30 seconds with more Owasso Ram football. .932 left to go in this one. 45-7 our score. Owasso leading Mustang in the second round of the Class 6A1 playoffs. Grant Merrill, Steve Mowry along with you tonight. Big shout out to our girl Gracie Shriver. Congratulations on dropping her new single, the song called Rain. And that is a collaboration with the Swan Brothers. So very proud of Gracie and all she's doing in Nashville. We hope you'll download that off the whatever platform you choose to, or watch it on YouTube.
Spotify?
Spotify, yeah.
Yeah, okay. See? I know a little bit.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah. Occasionally.
I've heard your Spotify.
Every now and then the blind pig finds the barn, so I go with Spotify.
I've never heard a playlist go from the Happy Goodmans to Jay-Z in one song.
I've got an expansive genre.
You do.
Yes.
Here's the kick, end over end. That is going to bounce out of bounds, and the flags fly.
Yep.
But, yeah, she's doing some big things. That's really, really cool to see how far Gracie Shriver has come since a year ago. She was attending ball games here.
Ram defense, although the Ram offense has been rolling tonight and looks really good, Grant, the Ram defense set the tone early for this Ram ball club. 1st and
10 Broncos at their own 38-yard line. Tristan Russell still in at quarterback. He'll take the snap, handing it off. First man through gets to the 42-yard line. That is Jay Bedford on the run there for the Broncos. So if the current trend continues, Owasso and Jinx locking horns next week.
Yeah.
Don't know where that will be. Probably Broken Arrow. But
I would guess whoever loses the Broken Arrow Union game, it will be at their home field.
Yeah, but can we have it at Union Tuttle with the construction?
If they lose. I think so, yes.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll leave it in the hands of the trustworthy OSSAA. How's that? Okay.
2nd down and 6.
Yeah.
And we'll get down to the 44-yard line. If it's held at Union after tonight's broadcast, they may have us broadcasting from a faulty set of scaffolding.
Yeah,
but,
I'm probably going to be outside the stadium in one of those lift trucks.
3rd down and 4 to go from the 46-yard line, or 44-yard line, I'm sorry. 8:20 left to play here, 45-7 our score.
I'll tell you, Union is much improved as they defeated Broken Arrow 26-14.
Oh,
so
my goodness.
I would assume that that's where they would want to try to have a semifinal game Jinx all over Norman North, 63-9.
Stacked receivers to the left. Russell on the keeper, runs up the middle, gets his first down as he breaks the 50-yard line and is brought down near the 48. Move up those chains. It's another Mustang Bronco first down.
Edmond Santa Fe working over Westmore, 56-14.
You know, you look at Union, we were the last team to hand them a loss. I mean, they won.
Figured some things out. They got they moved Banks out of quarterback and moved in Tempest at quarterback, and
hand off up the right side go the Broncos. They'll get down to the 44-yard line, as you were saying, Mr. Mowry.
Well, Tony Tempest was the offensive coordinator here under Coach Kurt Frederick, and Tempest's son is the quarterback, and really that changed a lot of things for Union, and they have developed a lot of confidence. They were a tough matchup for us that night, as you remember, Grant, tough up front, and just a few short plays away from really giving us all that we wanted. So if the Rams end up facing Union, that might be one of those high-scoring games. A lot of football to be played. Hey, don't overlook Jinx, because I'm telling you, they have very quietly won 9 ball games, 10 ball games tonight, with their only loss coming to Bixby.
Russell up that middle goes to the 38-yard line. Close to a first down. They'll probably give it to him there. Broncos watching the chains being moved up with 6:42 left to go in the ball game. Owasso leading at 45-7.
Fact of the matter is, as much as the West Side hates to see it, state championship usually winds up here on the east side, even though Broken Arrow will be eliminated tonight. Still got the big three vying for the state championship.
1st and 10 from the 37. Man in motion to the left now for Mustang. Taking the snap, Russell in trouble.
Yep.
They'll get him in the backfield. 6 minutes left to play here. And that'll bring him second down at about 13.
Found out earlier that number 10 not on our roster is Jake Gillespie. He's just a freshman. And his dad is the defensive coordinator for the University of Tulsa.
Isn't that something? Second
so,
down.
I mean, I'm just going to tie it all together. If a defensive coordinator at a college in Tulsa has his son playing at Owasso, I don't know, might be a good place to come out and
watch a
play
ball
some
game.
football.
And now a reverse play. Here come the Mustang Broncos. They're trying to get out of that reverse play here. As running the other way was Keegan Bass. He took off to the left and then took off to the right and was finally brought down. .506 left to play here. Clock rolling. 3rd down and 18 to go now.
Loss of 3 yards on the play.
Appreciate Dave Waddell in the studios of KYFM tonight, doing a great job punching all the buttons and making us sound good.
Big 3rd down here. You got to just keep the ball in front of you on a pass play. Russell's going to run.
Yep, up the left side he goes, and he is brought down near the 39-yard line.
Yeah, that's not the best play in your playbook if that's what you're going to go with. Got 3rd and long, unless Coach Blankenship for Mustang sees it as a go-for-it opportunity here on 4th down. Still, not much progress on that, because you're looking at a 4th and 11. And this Ram defense has been stellar here tonight at Owasso.
4th and 11 from the 38-yard line. 4 minutes, 5 seconds left to play here.
Got to get pressure on the quarterback and contain here on 4th down.
One man split to the right, dropping back to throw.
No pressure.
Russell, he'll sling it up to the left corner, and it is almost picked off by an Owasso Ram. That one will fall incomplete.
Yeah, I believe that was Jake Adams, wasn't it?
It sure was. 3:45 left to play here. 45-7 our score.
Don't want to throw Jake under the bus, but Dawson Adams would have caught that. I'm just saying. So, got to live up to Big Brother. as it is, honestly, him not catching the football was a bonus for Owasso, as they'll take over 1st and 10 back at the 38-yard line. So Jake playing very smart football there for Owasso.
I don't know what the Adams family is feeding their kids, but whatever it is, keep on doing it. 1st down and 10 from the 38-yard line. That's where Owasso will take over. Seth Hammer leads his team out onto the field. Twins out to the left, one-man split to the right. Hammer on the right hash mark. He'll take the snap here. Handoff out to the left corner. Goes the ball carrier. He'll get up to the 44-yard line.
36, Luke Harris.
And that is Harris on the run there for the Owasso Rams. 2nd down and 4.
Rams just trying to keep this ball on the ground, run this clock out, as they will move on to the semifinal. Defending state champions next week.
A rematch.
Facing the Jinx Trojans from last year's state championship. And, of course, Keith Riggs, the head coach down at Jinx, former Owasso Ram, Hall of Famer here at Owasso.
Hammer ready to take the snap here. Handoff again to Harris up the middle. He'll get stopped and stuffed near the 48-yard line. One thing you heard Bill Blankenship say is that last week when they had the break, the unplanned break, is that they did work on next year's team and worked on some of these kids like Luke Harris that are the stars of the future.
Yeah, and does a good job of development, but it also keeps the team focused, because they were expecting to have a game here last Friday night, and when you lose that, kids can kind of get discombobulated on what their goal really is, but this coaching staff is phenomenal here at Owasso.
3rd and 1, Hammer ready to take the snap here as he looks to the sideline. Now hands off to Harris again. Harris busting up the middle, and he'll get up to the 49-yard line of the Broncos for another Duralast Roofing Specialist 1st down. We've got 2 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in this ball game.
Well, it will be an interesting game next week, Grant, as Owasso will face Jinx, and the Trojans have very quietly been popping up some big scores on opponents in their division and then also here in the playoffs. And it's always fun for these two teams to match up in any sporting event, especially on the football field.
Hammer with Twins to the right, back to throw. He'll sling it left side. That one falls incomplete.
Oh, we got a flag on the play here late.
It was aimed for Aiden Day. And we'll see what the flag is.
Yeah, Keith Riggs and his ball club, I'd have to look back at the year. I believe it was 82-83. Made it to the semifinals before losing to the Bixby Spartans. 82, Rob says. So he looked it up.
He was there.
Because that was his senior year. So Rob's like 98 years old.
Shotgun formation. Twins to the right. Handoff again to Harris. Harris up the middle. He'll get down to the 27-yard line.
Rob graduate, you 82? 83, okay.
Well.
You're younger than me? Wow.
So that would make you 101.
I'm like 101, yes. That's hurtful.
Well.
I'm going to tell you what, though, Keith Riggs and those guys, great group of guys. And, it'd be hard to follow Alan Trimble and his legacy at Jinx. But if there's one guy that I felt all along that could do it for the Trojans, it was Keith Riggs, because he is so phenomenal and just a great man of character. So it'll be fun.
2nd down and 3, 56 seconds left to go, and Seth Hammer's going to get into Steve Mowry's favorite formation.
There we go.
Victory formation. He'll take a knee right there. 40 seconds and that clock rolling, and these Rams are going to advance to the semifinals for the 4th year in a row. 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah.
Unbelievable. Never been done. And move up to 24 wins in a row. Never been done.
How about that?
It's a great day to be an Owasso Ram, I'm telling you.
Absolutely. Well, that's going to do it for this one. Final score, 45-7, as they're going to let these seconds tick off the clock, and another big win for the Owasso Rams as they advance to the Class 6A1 state semifinal. Venue and date to be determined next weekend. But we do know we will play the Jinx Trojans in a rematch of the 2019 Class 6A 1 state championship. All right, we will take a 3-minute break, and when we come back, it's more of the First United Bank Mortgage Ram recap. Back after this, you're listening to Owasso Ram Football on 100.1 KYFM. Final score here in beautiful Owasso, Oklahoma. Grant Merrill, Steve Mowry, Kelly Ward along with you for the First United Bank Mortgage Group Ram recap. Let's go down to Kelly for a Mowry Funeral Service sideline report as he's got Coach B.
Great, Steve, here with Coach in the middle of the field, 45-7, advancing on next week. We'll find out when we're playing, what time, and exactly who we're playing. But as you said, let's stay with the day, and it's a 1-0 kind of day, a 1-0 kind of week for the Owasso Rams.
Well, we've just tried to get that mentality, whether it's September, October, November. If you go 1-0, it gives you a chance, and that's what we got to do in the playoffs. And I couldn't be any prouder. Our guys were just awesome in terms of how they did it. And now we get a chance to go on to the semis and practice on Thanksgiving.
Now it's starting to rain.
Yeah, that's good timing.
It's a good timing. Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Kelly Ward not getting the telegram down there that we are playing the Jinx Trojans next week.
Yeah.
But good visit from Bill Blankenship tonight. Well, Steve, you're Final thoughts on this one. What a night it's been.
You know, I think Coach Blankenship always has a nice plan, and it works into place, and it keeps young high school kids focused, and that's what they did here tonight. That 1-0 theme, I know it gets repetitive, but it's very effective week to week to keep the kids focused on the team ahead. Great win tonight. Go back and celebrate that. I mean, completely dominating by the Owasso Rams 45-7 tonight here in this quarterfinal as they move on over what I thought was a very good Mustang team. And really, Grant, it felt easier tonight than it did a few weeks ago when we were at Mustang in that drizzly, cold weather night. And the Rams, I thought, really showed the improvement of growth tonight that we expect them to have throughout the season.
All right, when we come back, we will have our by-the-number stats update brought to you by J & Company CPAs, and Steve and I will select a McDonald's player of the game. Stay with us. We're back in 3 minutes. This is Ram Football on KYFM. United Bank Mortgage Group Ram recap. Grant Merrill, Steve Mowry, Kelly Ward, and Rob Williams along with you tonight as we wrap it up from the Rams 45-7 win over the Mustang Broncos. Owasso advancing to the Class 6A1 semifinal game this next weekend against the Jinx Trojans. We will have a date, time, and venue to be announced probably tomorrow or Sunday, and we'll follow that on InsideOwasso.com and on all of the Owasso Athletics social media platforms. Well, Steve, we'll get to the numbers and get to our player of the game, brought to you by your 3 Owasso McDonald's locations.
Yeah, really just dominating tonight by the Owasso Rams. They dominated in the first down category. 18 first downs for this Ram offense to only 8 for Mustang, who really did a lot of that on their last scoring drive of the game after the game was really out of reach. 38 carries on the ground for Owasso for 317 yards. Austin Havens 11 of 13 through the air for 219 yards. The Rams amass 536 yards tonight to 145 of Mustang, who was only 2 of 7 through the air, and the Rams hold Mustang to 102 yards on the ground. Rams had no punts here tonight, Grant, and you slip down and you look at the third downs. Owasso was 7 of 10 on third downs and 2 of 2 on fourth downs. They did have 7 penalties for 65 yards, something that you probably want to clean up. Time of possession relatively even. And again, we talk about the Ram domination on defense, holding Mustang to 1 of 9 on third downs here in the ball game. For the individual numbers, the Rams hold Dunn to 17 yards on 9 carries. Dunn is a guy that's being recruited by UCO, Southwestern, and Langston, and the Rams in 2 games have really held him in check. Russell, the quarterback, 18 carries for 50 yards, and then Martin, 4 carries for 37 yards, and the lone score by Mustang. On the other side, spreading the love. Overstreet, 9 carries for 54 yards. Kennard had 5 carries for 109 yards and a touchdown. Adams with 5 carries for 72 yards and 2 touchdowns. Neely with 10 carries for 31 yards. Through the air, as we mentioned, Havens 10 of 12 for 187 yards. He threw 3 touchdown passes here tonight, including one to Jeray Austin, Keelan Carney, and Deshaun Kennard, a 70-yard touchdown catch and run for Kennard. Trey Goins also had 2 catches for 12 yards. Thomas 3 receptions for 52 yards, and Overstreet a reception for 10 yards. But again, if you're a defensive coordinator for an opposing ball club against Owasso, how do you defense this? You've got basically 5 runners who are rushing for over 50 yards. Pass receptions, you've got 6 receivers for over 30 yards. I mean, what do you do? The Rams just really spread the love on offense, and a great job by Coach Simmons and his offensive staff to find out what is it that you're going to give up that we're going to take advantage of. And it was really the response here tonight by Owasso. I mean, we put it out of hand early on, a couple of touchdowns in the first quarter, add a couple of more, 28-0 at halftime. And really, Mustang, I don't feel like they ever really threatened Owasso here this evening.
Well, as we do each week, it's time to name a McDonald's player of the game. It's brought to you by your 3 Owasso McDonald's locations, the OG at 76th Street and 169, the Walmart location on 96th Street, or the newest McDonald's location at Highway 20 and Highway 169, just across from Reese's. And Steve, we kind of talked about it during the ball game, but let's go on ahead and get your McDonald's player of the game tonight.
Well, I think we're going to go ahead and go with Deshaun Kennard tonight. He did have the 82-yard touchdown run with just a couple of minutes to go there in the second quarter. That increased the Rams' lead to 28-0. And then again, a little short screen pass from Austin Havens to Kennard, who stretched that into a 70-yard touchdown run, and that extended the Rams' lead at that point in time. 5:58 to go in the third quarter. It was Owasso 42, Mustang 0. So Deshaun Kennard, who has moved in and really developed in this Owasso Ram offense, he's going to be our player of the game here this evening.
Well, it's down to 4 teams in Class 6A2. You've got Union, who beat Broken Arrow tonight. They'll play Edmond Santa Fe next week.
Yeah.
Union ended up winning 26-14. Santa Fe beating Westmore 56-22, and of course we will play the Jinx Trojans, who beat Norman North tonight 63-16. Couple of teams left in the area. Skytook lost tonight. We had Collinsville by default getting to the third round. They have had 2 bye weeks in a row. Verdigris won tonight, so plenty of action around the area. Rejoice Christian falling to Metro in a shutout loss that ends their season. So congratulations to the Eagles on a fine season there in Class 2A, their first year there. So anything we've missed tonight, Mr. Mowry?
Well, I mean, it's just a continuation of what Coach Blankenship and this staff has done. Jordan Johnson, way back in the summer, his weightlifting program, his conditioning program, and really, this is the time of year that you see the what has come to fruition through those workouts. The Rams look really good. Not, Grant, it's no secret. I've said this all year long. The only team that can beat the Owasso Rams are the Rams. Going to face a very good Jinx Trojan team next week. That ought to be a lot of fun. And then Union on the other side, they are much improved from their 0-4 start. Looks like the east side is going to be in contention once again this season.
Well, I do want to say one thing before we get off the air tonight, and that is thank you to everybody who makes our game day atmosphere what it is here at Owasso High School. This is our last game on the turf tonight, on our home turf, and, of course, we will be in neutral sites from here on out. Last time a lot of these seniors will be playing on this field, and it takes so many people to get this thing going. Zach Duffield and his crew do a great job. Brock Crawford, Brandon Brewer. I want to thank all of the members of our Owasso Sports Network. We don't know what role they'll play in the next couple of games. We're hoping we get to keep our streaming up and going, and we'll see how that works. But I just want to thank everybody who has made this season what it was, and I want to thank everybody who's going to still be with us in these in next week's game against Jinx, and hopefully a state championship game at Wantland Stadium in Edmond coming up here in 2 weeks. But man, oh man, what a production we have here, and we are just blessed to live in the home of the finest football program in Oklahoma.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We got a great crew, and what can you say about Zach Duffield and what he's done not only in the football department but through the other athletic departments. We look at state championships that have already been won this season. Shane Eicher gets a runner-up in softball. The cross-country girls win state. Football still on the trail. We got basketball and baseball coming up. A lot of stuff going on in Owasso athletics, and you're right. It takes a group, and we are grateful to be a part of that and grateful that they are a part of what we do to bring these productions.
Yeah, and only because he's sitting next to us, we'll just say good things about Brock Crawford one more time.
He's pretty smart.
Yeah, between the streaming and what you see on the field and the game day production, he and his crew are in charge of all of that, and they do such a great job. So we appreciate all of those things that have been done. Well, anything we've missed?
No, it's been great. It's been a lot of fun. Fairly easy game here tonight for Owasso. Get focused and get ready for a big matchup next week, because that's when we say things start getting serious.
Yep.
Whenever you're starting to face the Jinx Trojans and maybe the Union football team, I guess is what I'm supposed to say at this point. I don't know what the recent vote is. So, but anyway, football's getting real in Class 6A1 in Oklahoma.
Dates, times, and venues to be announced over the weekend, and we will let you know on InsideOwasso.com and on all the Owasso Athletics social media platforms as to what next weekend looks like. And no matter what, we will be there to bring you the call of the game here on 100.1 KYFM, and hopefully on the Owasso Sports Network, powered by Hometown Insurance and Agent Keith, too. So for everybody that we've mentioned, Brock Crawford, Brandon Brewer, and the Owasso Sports Network, for Aaron Gardner, Michaela Washington, Rob Williams, Kelly Ward, and Steve Mowry, I'm Grant Merrill. Thank you to all of our sponsors who made this happen tonight. Again, our final score: Owasso beats Mustang 45-7 to head to the Class 6A1 semifinals. Good night. God bless you. Thanks for listening. We'll see